Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly creative build comp overview, where first off, I am doing a lot better. So, I'm still a bit tired, so sorry about that, but overall, I'm just doing a lot better. Anyway, enough about that. This week's theme was Pumpkin Patch. And, my secondary theme this week was Taco. So, of course, I made pumpkin tacos. I don't know what I was doing, I'll be honest. Well, actually, no, I do know what I was doing. I was turning pumpkins into tacos. To the horror of everyone involved. Yeah, anyway. I think they look alright. I wouldn't dare try one. I don't know, the idea of pumpkin, not just pumpkin, but pumpkin like rind and taco fillings, I don't imagine they'd go well together. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's something I should cook next. I also did build, I'll be honest, I just used the same block palette from there and built a person. And honestly, I mean, they're not the worst looking person I've made, but I definitely could have done better. Also, obviously, scythe, watering can. Or, is it a scythe? I guess technically it's a scythe, though I feel like it's not a well-made scythe. Well, whatever. Anyway, next up we have Karma Creates 06, who made a giant pumpkin. So yeah. Anyway, next up we have Unarming Pizza, who has a white pumpkin for some reason. Oh, they probably didn't finish their... Right. It just occurred to me that, yeah, they were going to use world edit. Oh, right. Almost forgot there is, a little secret on my plot, but yeah. Yeah, so likely they just didn't, for one reason or another, didn't finish their pumpkin. Still, white pumpkins are a thing. Though, admittedly, the fact that it's not finished, I should have been tipped off that it wasn't finished by this pillar, which is your standard world edit pillar to get one of your positions. Yeah. Anyway, next up we have FedG underscore, who made a nice little, made a few, I guess not, well, depending on the scale of the rest. I mean, these are rocks, so probably little pumpkins. Though that's also, I don't know. I can never tell scale with these things. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have, oh boy, Edgith little guy. Nailed it. Who has, pumpkin birds? Pumpkin ghosts, maybe? Little pumpkin patch, and of course, dangerous one. Oh, maybe there are pumpkin bats. Yeah, okay. Anyway, next up we have Ert Chief, who made some very nice large pumpkins. Like, really large pumpkins. These are definitely... They've got to be decorative, right? No one grows pumpkins. There's no way you can grow a pumpkin this big. I guess it could be, you know, enchanted, I guess is a thing. And, yeah, no interior. Also no floor, which is a bit of an odd thing to be missing, but yeah. Anyway, next up we have tbls, who managed to break their shackles that were holding them back and went all out, making extravagantly magnificent pumpkins. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. They're world edit pumpkins, they're not hollow. There's also minecarts randomly about. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, next up we have Roblox Champ 6969, who made this beautiful house and some pumpkins out front. It's quite lovely. Anyway, next up we have Disillusioning, who did have, I did actually see they had something, but I don't know, I don't remember the exact reason, but they did say that they did say that they, yeah, I can't exactly remember, but they did intentionally do this. They meant to do this. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm guessing they weren't happy with their build, since my memory is failing me. Anyway, next up is that girl 1616, who built. This is definitely a character. This is definitely a character that I probably even know. I could not tell you the name of this character. They are quite cute, though. But yeah. And I believe that's it. Yep. Alright, let me go get the winners. Alright. So, in third place, we have Fedji _ with their nice little pumpkin patch. You know, little. Yeah, perspective matters. I'm assuming those rocks are just normal rocks in the dirt. It is still a pretty big pumpkin with that in mind, but, well, actually no. Knowing how big pumpkins actually normally get, this is probably about average. Maybe a bit below it, maybe, but anyway. In second place is Roblox Champ 6969. With their nice little, what I assume is the farmhouse, with all the pumpkin patches around. Yeah. Anyway, in first place is tbls with their immaculate, pumpkins. Judging by the size of these leaves, I'd say these pumpkins are actually pretty tiny if the leaves are the same are to be believed to be the right size. It's probably just early in the year. They're not ready to be harvested. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And until next time, goodbye!